We knew there was a South Florida connection here because of the Opa-locka mail facility. We knew there was a connection because of Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, her name on the return addresses to some of these packages and the scare at her office. And now we know that the man allegedly behind this plot that terrorized the country, targeting top Democrats and critics of President Donald Trump, is from right here in South Florida. And he was taken down right here in this parking lot at 11 o'clock this morning, tracked by his cell phone by the FBI. They apparently had been on his tail for quite some time. We believe he may or may not, we believe he may have entered the store or had been in the store a previous occasion, because the FBI went into the store to check surveillance video, past surveillance discs that would show his attendance here, his perhaps doing business here. A vehicle was also taken, a white van that belongs to Sayoc. He's in custody. The van is in evidence with the FBI. He was also taken in without incident, and now he faces a long list of charges that could put him away for more than half a century. Cesar Sayoc is 56 years old. He faces 5 federal charges, up to 58 years in prison for sending out those explosive devices. Again, something the director of the FBI says were not hoax bombs. Repeat, not hoax bombs. Additional devices were found in New York and California today. More on that in a moment. Sayoc is charged with illegally making and mailing explosives, threats against 2 former presidents, and assaulting current and former federal officers. Some of them are, again, very public critics of the current administration. Now, earlier today, President Trump did congratulate law enforcement for stopping the, quote, terrorizing acts. As you heard, the word terror is in most of the descriptions here. This is an act of domestic terrorism. Right now, a motive for the crimes has not been determined. The president said today he has acknowledged this man was a Trump supporter. The president also said he's not responsible for this. We also know that a former lawyer for Cesar Sayoc, who has had numerous criminal incidents, a former lawyer says he is mentally disturbed, Sayoc is. Right before moving here to South Florida, the suspect lived in New York. He was actually born in New York. The police department there held a news conference just over an hour ago addressing a package that was received at a post office in Manhattan.
An alert postal worker who was aware of a series of suspected pipe bombs and packages going through the mail recognized a package that postal workers across the country had been warned about and shown photographs of in the system here at Radio City Station. It'll be placed in a secure storage area for the FBI, who will then transport it, along with the other suspected devices we've seen this week, to the FBI's lab in Quantico.
Now, besides that information, just to let you know, the other developments in this case, besides the arrest, the discovery of more of these explosive devices, sent one in New York to former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper. As well now, 2 more names added to the list. California Senator Kamala Harris. There was a package found in Sacramento addressed to her office, as well as a package addressed to billionaire Tom Steyer. Now, he has been a big proponent of the impeachment of Donald Trump. He's also a big donor to the campaign of Florida Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum. Those are the 2 latest names to add to this list of prominent Democrats. You mentioned earlier, you heard Felicia and Tiffany talk about the Ultra Lounge. That is where we believe Sayoc was working as recently as 24 hours ago, just a few blocks from President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.